most people this would just look like a normal Windows desktop, maybe a little bit abnormal because it's particularly cluttered.
Okay.
And what I'm doing, believe it or not, is I'm editing the level, the battlefield that I'm about to play a game on. And when I'm ready, I would click on their name and click on challenge. And the first thing it does, and this is what's so really innovative about this, just as a fighting game, because the first thing we do is let you gear up your character. Here we've got a hockey player, Teddy, the teddy bear, a cat with a rocket on his back. At the bottom here, I'd see the power-ups that you as my opponent are starting to purchase and acquire.
Okay.
So I can see, oh, you're getting a bunch of fireballs, well maybe I should buy a few too. So we're running out of time. It's a little arms race, right? Like I'm trying to decide how much I want to spend. Like this is real money spending. Like these are cents, nickels and dimes. Then the time just ran out and suddenly we're in the match. So here I am, I'm fighting in the game. This is the Windows desktop that I just was manipulating. I'll grab this icon and it makes me levitate. My computer one, when I throw it, it rattles the screen and does a cool effect. I can shatter these windows and they'll break into pieces. There's other cool features. If you put an MP3 on the desktop, just drop an MP3 there, it'll use it as the background music. Here's those power-ups that I bought. Here's that Magneto power-up.
Yeah.
I can be throwing icons. Look at the mayhem that I'm creating on the desktop. And fireballs. If you have a fireball power-up and throw it at a Word document, well, a Word document's made out of paper, it's going to burst into flame. You always use the desktop of the challenger.
Okay.
And that's partly a security issue because if I challenge you and you accidentally hit accept and suddenly I can see your desktop, well, maybe you were looking at a website that you're not too proud of. Or maybe your banking information is up. But we fight, we do a bit of damage, and then when the game's done, back to normal. This is exactly how I left my desktop.
Right.
So there's all these social networking elements too, because what we do is we create we have a Facebook applet that shows you that Steve is online right now and we're having a battle and you've beat me 14 times out of the last 15 matches, and maybe even Steve has wagered his mojo for this match and now you've won it and Steve has lost his mojo. And there's also a function in it where when the game is done, it automatically YouTubes the entire game.
No way.
All kinds of crazy desktop interactivity, a great revenue model. Advertisers are going to love it because they're going to want their icons to do the coolest thing. And that's Gwabs.
And that's Gwabs.